Hello, you're watching Lynn TV, your local internet news station from PAPHOS. I'm Lucy Robson with the main stories today. Standing room was necessary at a title deeds seminar organised by the CYPRUS Property Action Group, CPAC. Close to 500 people attended the seminar at the Elysium Hotel in PAPHOS today in hopes of being advised about legal avenues that would help them gain their deeds. They are only the tip of the iceberg. 100,000 homeowners are waiting for their deeds in Cyprus, some for more than 30 years. Lawyer Dasos Gugunis, who has supported the efforts of CPAC since its inception 2 years ago, covered the current courses of legal action which could be undertaken through the courts in order to ensure that buyers can secure full ownership of their homes. Dennis O'Hare of CPAC had this to say to Lynn TV on developments on the group's efforts.
The government have announced that there will be new legislation to fix the problems here, but as far as we can see, the legislation is only aimed at an amnesty for developers who haven't complied with their building permits. This has been tried 3 years ago. It didn't work then because the underlying problem is the loans that the developers have on these sites. Now, you cannot issue title deeds until these loans are paid off. In the situation where we find ourselves today in this global crisis, with developers receiving little or no income because they can't sell properties, unable to keep up their mortgage payments, this is only leading to one thing. Some of these developers will not be around in a year's time. What happens here is that when a developer goes bust, the people can take certain court actions to be allowed to separate the title deeds and to eventually get these title deeds transferred to them. The problem is that if there's a mortgage on the property, and if those people bought after the mortgage was placed on that property, the bank have first call on the property.
At a time when the Cyprus property sector is already struggling as the financial crisis takes its toll, CPAC says it does not want to cooperate with the UK media, already knocking on its doors. But if it is desperate for the Cyprus government to address the title deeds question effectively, it will have no choice. A 27-year-old man died after a car accident in Marathunda. Yorgos Arkadiou crashed his car into a garden wall in the centre of the village, but managed to leave the vehicle and locate the Mukhtar for help. He was transferred to PAPHOS General Hospital, where he died 2 hours later. The forensic report says that the man didn't die of injuries sustained in the crash, but possibly a lethal combination of alcohol and ephedrine, an appetite suppressant used for dieting. Residents of Birgos Delirias say that they are going to return their voting books to the government, claiming that the current administration has not kept its 2008 election promises to open the Limnitis crossing to the occupied areas. Residents have been waiting for a year since Lydra Street in the capital opened for their crossing to open, a move they say would make their lives much easier. 30 saplings were uprooted by unknown people last night in the Central Municipal Park in PAPHOS. The infant trees were planted recently by the Green Party in protest against church plans to build a cathedral in the Green area. Clorica residents have protested against the plans of the Electricity Authority to build a station in a residential area. They say that the unit should be located in a secluded spot away from homes and schools. Finally, the Red Arrows are on their way to Cyprus for routine practice. According to the group's website, the team is currently in Greece and will be heading to Akrotiri on Friday, April 3rd. The team will return to the UK at the end of May. Well, that's all for today. Join us again tomorrow for more local news.